worries.
Thank you for having me here tonight.
It's great. I'm so happy to have you here on the show. And when producer told me we got a doctor on the show, I'm like, okay, what are we talking about? Oh, well, he's actually an AI award winner. I'm like, you serious? Not one time, but 2 times.
Oh, God.
So 2013, 2014, you took the award away. For which category is this?
It was a pop ethnic traditional category.
So back to back, yeah?
Yeah, it's sweet though.
Yeah.
To start with, somebody would be like, I feel like it's a bizarre thing for a doctor to basically indulge himself in the music industry and to take it seriously, to bring it to the next level, competing and prestigious.
Not much people who actually do that.
But yeah, well, I've got the opportunity given to me. There's the chances, and basically we're working together as a group in the point of trying to uphold our traditional music.
That's good. So tell me how this whole thing started, man. I mean, obviously you finished high school and you wanted to be a doctor, and then you got into college and you did your medicine. So has music always been your passion? You always wanted to do music?
Yeah, I would say so. Yeah.
Okay.
Everything always starts with a passion, isn't it?
Yeah,
I mean,
definitely.
Even in my medical career, of course, I do need to have that sort of love and passion towards medicine before I can really get myself into the gear of becoming a doctor. And same goes with this music thing. Right. The only difference is that in my family, we have a very strong like a background of family. My mother is a doctor, so everybody's like been pushing and encouraging me to focus on the study, become a doctor. But at the same time, they do give a little bit here and there opportunities for me to practice my passion in music. So since secondary school, going to college, university and stuff, I've always been doing music as my, something else to take my minds off all this hectic life of a medical student, isn't it?
Yeah.
So back when I got the opportunity to be sponsored by the government, specifically under Majlis Amanah Rakyat, to study overseas. Even though I have the a different environment there in the UK, it's a totally different where tradition in terms of our cultures and stuff, it's not really practiced there. But this is what keeps me close to my nation, the traditional music. So that's where I start to really grow fond of traditional music. To start with, I mean, of course, in Malaysia, I've been exposed to all this music. But then going overseas, I appreciate it more.
You kind of miss it. You miss it.
Miss it so much, man. Because when you are out there, you feel like you're alone, isn't it?
Definitely.
But this music brings you back to your home country. Even though you're like miles away, it still feels like home at heart.
So why you didn't do music full time? Is it also because of your family pressure that we're trying to?
Well, I can't really put 100% on my family. Of course, family plays a huge role in motivating me and direct my career and future. But of course, it's because of what I feel deep beneath my heart, the responsibility to the people. Well, to start with, the government themselves sponsored me to go and study abroad. That's a huge thing already. I can't really basically think of leaving medicine given that much trust been put on me, on my shoulders. And at the same time, of course, when you think about it, music, people do use music as a career for them, to make a living. But for me, I see medicine is of a more rewarding profession for me. So I've been focusing on medicine, but at the same time, because passion is passion, man. You can never basically cheat on yourself and saying that music is nothing to me. I won't do music. I'm just going to focus on my medical career. Well, bit and here and there, I will still find space or find opportunities to basically get involved with the music and to take it seriously to the next level, because of what I see it as a way for me to express my feelings, to express my passion, so that I can share it to the other people.
So have you played your music to your friends or when you were in the UK?
Well,
you were studying.
To be honest, because like I said, when we are abroad, it's quite a foreign thing, for us to practice our own culture and things. But although it is something foreign, I still do think that we still have to stand on our own tradition and culture, because it represents us as Malaysian. It defines us actually as Malaysian. So, I don't get too many opportunities there to basically practice or basically be active in terms of singing and composing songs there in the United Kingdom. But I do work hand in hand with a few composers and also lyricists back in Malaysia.
Okay.
Yeah, so even though I was abroad, because these days there's no boundaries, internet is there.
Technology is there, man.
Technology is there to help us out. So I've been working hand in hand. Although I'm studying there as a medical student, doing medicine there, I do find some time to basically compose songs, singing demos for a few composers and lyricists back in Malaysia, sending them to, working with them via internet, sending emails and stuff. So that's basically how I practice. But once I graduated as a doctor, I come back to Malaysia for good. Basically the doors are open to me. I've known these people. They are giving me chances to basically try and get myself in a more serious manners, get into the industry and compose for real, sing and do whatever I like. So there you go. That's how it all started.
Fantastic.
So, as a singing doctor.
As a singer, you call yourself the singing doctor, man. Well, I would address you that way right now. We got Ihab right here with the singing doctor, as you mentioned, right here in the studio. And we're going to play one of his tracks, one of your latest songs actually, called Titian, Hidup. Here you go.
Kesilapan demi kesilapan, kegelapan demi kegelapan, tak terjumpa cahaya penyelamat jua. Ku terbang jua dalam gelita, walau bintang kesuraman. Keperitan yang ku tempuhi, sakit bukan kepala. Inilah erti hidup yang memanggil semangatku. Langkah kaki terus menginjak jua tanah gelora. Dalam hati ini ku hamparkan doa-doa, moga nanti cahayanya pancarkan sakti. Perjalanan demi perjalanan, pengajaran demi pengajaran, bergelombang bergelora, tabahku harungi sedalam mana laut derita. Aku yakin dilindungi, kekuatan yang ku miliki ada dalam kalimat yang memanggil semangatku. Langkah kaki terus menginjak jua tanah gelora. Nanti cahayanya pancarkan sakti. Andai ini takdir hidupku, biarkan ku di sini. Jatuh bangunku dalam dakapan cinta maha kuasa.
Ihab Ismail right here with Titian, Hidup. That's right, it's one of his latest tracks. We got the singing doctor right here in the studio. You're a doctor by profession.
Yes,
and your second profession is singing.
Well, yeah, you can say that. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, you're an artist. Your second profession.
Passion and profession that goes hand in hand together.
Oh yeah, man. I don't know how you do it, but you gotta tell us a little bit about the song that we just played, man.
Titian Hidup. Right. Yeah, Titian Hidup is actually my latest composition, of which I actually co-composed this song with another well-known composer. If we talk about her in the music industry, she's very well respected, Sharon Paul. Got the opportunity to basically work with her back when I was still a student, you see. When I was talking about singing demos and stuff, I've been basically given the chance to meet and made acquaintance with Sharon when I came back for one of my summer holiday by Ahmad Fitriah here actually. And Ahmad Fitriah and Sharon Paul has been working together for quite some time, producing songs and stuff. So this is for my latest single. Basically, I'm thinking of trying to basically bring back all those memories, working together with them. So I co-composed the song with Sharon Paul, and the lyrics was written by Fitriah here. Titian Hidup simply means the path of our life. You see, and the lyrics reflects to the fact as we all understand about what's been happening throughout these years, many challenges put upon us as Malaysian with all the incidents that we've been hearing these past years. So the lyrics basically portrays the fact that even at the breach of us seeing like there's no hope in life, there will still be that one immense power, that one spiritual connection that we must have to keep on with our life, and that is of course to our God Almighty.
That is very, very deep.
Right? Yeah, it is really deep, and the composition or the writing of this song actually takes quite some time. I want something to basically represent not just in terms of the music, the way the cultural mood in it, but also to give a meaning, so that it basically whenever people listen to the song, it's not just them enjoying music as music, but also to take the words deep inside their heart and basically make it something for us to convey our message to our listeners.
Great stuff, man. Great stuff. And how long does it take? Do you have an EP that you're coming up with, or an album, or are you planning towards that while being a doctor, of course?
You see, again, with the advance in our technology and stuff, production of an album is actually very, very costly and it's quite challenging in this the current music industry ambiance. We do, however, still try our very best to produce an album. But you see, me working as a doctor and at the same time trying to get involved with the music industry, I do have to have a very tight schedule and a plan, of course. So I work with a group or actually a body which is organized or established by our very own pop traditional queen of ethnic music in Malaysia. If I mention her name, of course everybody would know her, Nur Aniza Idris. So she's actually been give guidance to me, not just in terms of the opportunities, but also teaching me of the way things should have been done when you want to try and get serious in the industry. So when I work with her, she understands my commitment towards my medical career, and at the same point not to basically waste the talent. We work hand in hand, and she's basically giving me the platform to compose songs, write songs, produce it, and from time to time, since 2012 actually, I've been working seriously with her, and up until now we've actually produced about maybe 8, 9, 10 songs.
Nice. I mean, it's enough for an EP already.
Well, but like I said, I mean, in terms of the current demand from the industry, it's a bit difficult for us to commit ourselves to produce an album. But it is one of the things that we look in our near future. But for the time being, we're just basically releasing every single song as a singles. It's available on iTunes, on YouTube as well. And personally, from our company, we did produce an album which compile all these singles together in one album, so that fans or whosoever would like to have it as their own personal collection, they can get it by contacting us directly.
There you go, man. You have right here with the how we. I mean, being a doctor is one thing, buddy. You know, and being a musician is another. You know, but it still amazes me. I mean, how you do it. I mean, you're a doctor and you're a musician and you're doing all this composing, and not only that, you're also studying at the moment.
I am studying at the moment. Oh yeah, it's really getting crazy and crazy when you reveal.
And you're doing your masters, right?
Yeah, I'm doing my masters in internal medicine actually in one of our prestigious university in Malaysia.
Okay, so you're a doctor, you're a musician, and now you're doing your masters. Just explain or tell me how you do this, man.
Well, you know what? When I started this thing, I basically did it as an underground thing because I don't want all these reactions from people around me. It does really gives a lot of perceptions in terms of be it with my colleagues that who work with me, my family even, my friends. They're all asking the same thing. Are you able to do this? Are you serious you're going to do this? Won't you be like compromising your commitment towards your medical career, your profession, and also of course the most important thing, my studies in the master. So you see, I look at music as a thing, it's not a burden.
Okay.
It's a passion which I have been passionately indulged myself in since I was a child, since I was in school. From the secondary school, I've always been practicing. Get myself into musical activities, singing in a group, in a band, and that has actually been a way for me to de-stress myself and get my mind off the stress and burden of working and focusing on my academia. So that's what I'm currently doing. But of course, going into the industry, into the musical career more seriously, people would think that I need to give maybe more attention to as a musical career compared to the medical career. This is where I think people might have a wrong perception. When there's a will, there will always be a way, isn't it?
Definitely. I think it boils down to how you manage your time.
Yeah, it's always about trying to manage my time correctly, and not just that, getting the people around me who are giving support and also understands my passion in both careers. Because I'm not putting music in front of medicine, nor am I basically saying that music is something that I'm taking for granted. I'm going to focus on my medicine, on the medical career, because both are a responsibility and something that people have put trust on me. When someone like me who doesn't have a background of musical knowledge, I don't graduate from a musical discipline, but when someone as huge as Nur Aniza Idris, someone who has been established in the music industry, sees a talent in me and thinks that I can contribute something to the music industry, I'm just seeing this as not just an opportunity, but also a trust from someone who have been in the industry for quite some time, and I should use this chance to basically implement and present to these people who have been giving hope to me, and basically just go forward and do it, not to compromise either one of them, not in terms of medicine and in terms of music. So Nur Aniza and the company actually quite understand about my commitment. They won't basically push in terms of promoting my songs, going to events if it clashes with my commitment as a
that's good. As long as an understanding and there's everything's well planned.
Yeah.
So that's perfect already.
Exactly.
But I got this question though. Do you even sleep, man?
Oh God. As a doctor, I think I've got used to maybe sleep a few hours in my days and maybe not sleep at all. We do on calls in it, 24 hours working non-stop, and the next day we continue with the usual working hours for 7 hours. Well, to be honest, sometimes it is a bit too quite heavy for me, and it's quite an overburden for me to basically live in this side of lifestyle.
Of course, it sounds like a tough lifestyle to me already, man.
Pulling a life as a medic and also as a musician at any one particular time. But the support, really the support from the family, from my friends, from my colleagues, the understanding that they give me, these sort of things give me strength from within, you see.
So I'm gonna rephrase it. If you guys are just starting to tune in right now to Trax 90.3 in KL, we got Ihab right here in the studio, a 2-time AIM award winner, 2013 and 2014. And he's also a doctor by profession. He's doing his masters right now, and he's also studying. So he does 3 things, and I look at you. Yeah, you look pretty buffed up and
buffed up. Huh? Oh my God!
I'm pretty sure that you're into fitness as well.
Well. You have to look after yourself first, isn't it?
Yeah. So,
keep yourself healthy.
Definitely.
Walk the talk. As a doctor, of course, I always tell my patients, you have to exercise. You have to have a good, healthy lifestyle. If I don't practice that, who am I?
Yeah, true. So how do you fit that in? I mean, you're a busy man.
I am a busy man.
You got 2 hands. You wish you had 4. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. You know, I have to say this. I think the best understanding and support actually comes from my family.
Okay.
I would say I still live with my family, given my current status as a doctor and things. I do still live with my family because my parents are still in Kuala Lumpur, and I'm currently studying in Kuala Lumpur, so we stay in the same house. I honestly, maybe in 24 hours, I would say just one or 2 hours spent with the family, and the rest are basically gone.
All right.
Sometimes I do miss the time where I had leisure to spend whole day together with the family. But this is just the thing that the sacrifice that I have to make to live up to my dream to become a doctor, and at the same time to live my passion as a musician, and especially in terms of trying to uphold our traditional music in current music industry. So it is a tough thing. It is
I can tell, really, man.
But for the time being, I still see myself as capable of living this sort of a lifestyle. I'm not saying that I might be able to do or to pull this off for the next 3, 4, 5 years. I can't promise that.
Yeah, but you try.
Yeah. I mean, of course, we'll have to give our 200% in everything that we love. Yeah. So as of now, there's still windows and doors of opportunities and ways or a path which has been laid out for me to do all this thing at once. So I have to use it up and maximize whatever opportunities that I have until the time tells. Maybe say someday. We can't really tell or predict our future.
So what if one day you wake up, right, Ihab, and then you go like, I think this is the calling, and I think I'm going to spend the rest of my time doing music, and you don't want to be a doctor anymore. Would that? Do you think that it's possible? Do you think that would happen?
You know, there's talking about the background of my career, running as a medic and also in musical industry. This sort of perception always come through people who have been interviewing me all this while, even my colleagues, and it is actually. Sorry, Alvin. This is what I feel deep in my heart when people question about my commitment to a medical career and suggesting that maybe one day you would be totally leaving.
Is there a possibility? Is there a possibility? That's all I'm asking.
Okay, I would say no.
No. Okay,
I would say no because medicine for me is a way of life. You see, I do understand that some people appreciate music as part of life and things. I'm not questioning that at all. But for me, because I've been doing, working as a doctor, you see how rewarding it is to basically approach a patient, treat them, and when they get well, that's the best feeling ever.
The best feeling ever.
I don't think there's anything else that can substitute such
happiness,
such happiness, such enjoyment of you seeing your patients walking again happily, smiling at you,
and because of you. Because of you, you know.
Exactly. So it is really, really rewarding, and I don't think leaving medicine is at all an option.
All right.
And given my current statement, I mean, some people would think that maybe one day I would basically live out my musical ambition. Perhaps I'm just looking out for fame. Now that I'm. I've been doing this for quite some time.
Yes, of course.
I won't basically define myself as a famous artist or anything. But looking in the future, as long as there is a way, a path, somebody who supports me and give me opportunities and open the doors for me to basically indulge myself in the music industry, I'm going to keep doing it.
Fantastic.
I'm going to keep doing it as long as I breathe the air.
All right. You heard it, guys. I mean, Ihab right here in the studio, and he's pretty determined right here. You can tell. All right, the next one is his latest track as well, called Puncak Gapura.
Puncak Gapura,
Yeah, right here only on TraxxFM 90.3 in KL.
berpantun, kias berkias, moreknya santun, elok beralas. Deba-deba gemuruh sahut-sahutan, degar-degar bertingkah rentan tarian. Kena dengarkan alunan merui kawan. Zapin, 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 zapin. Deba-deba gemuruh sahut-sahutan, degar-degar bertingkah rentan tarian. Kena dengarkan alunan merui kawan. Zapin, 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 zapin.
Kalau angin, katakan angin. Jangan berharap beranak buana. Kalau sapin, katakan sapin. Jangan dinoda usaha lama.
Sinar cahaya seri berserak, intan permata, puncak Gapura. Kepala gapai sayang sampai ke muncak, kecapi bahagia tuntutan dewa. Tenanglah sukma yang gelora, terbanglah ke puncak Gapura. Orang berpantun, kias berkias, moreknya santun, elok beralas. Orang berpantun, kias berkias, moreknya santun, elok beralas. Deba-deba gemuruh sahut-sahutan, degar-degar bertingkah rentan tarian. Dengar-dengarkan alunan merui kawan. Zapin, 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 zapin. Deba-deba gemuruh sahut-sahutan, degar-degar bertingkah rentan tarian. Dengar-dengarkan alunan merui kawan. Zapin, 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 zapin.
Bintang-bintang dari kayangan, seribagai kilau terindah, terkenang-kenang dalam bayangan, tinggi mahligai beralas mawadah.
Sinar cahaya seri berserak, intan permata, puncak Gapura. Kapailah gapai sayang sampai ke muncak, kecapi bahagia tuntutan dewa. Tenanglah sukma yang gelora, terbanglah ke puncak Gapura. Orang berpantun, kias berkias, moreknya santun, elok beralas. Orang berpantun, kias berkias, moreknya santun, elok beralas. Deba-deba gemuruh sahut-sahutan, degar-degar bertingkah rentan tarian. Dengar-dengarkan alunan merui kawan. Zapin, 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 zapin. Deba-deba gemuruh sahut-sahutan, degar-degar bertingkah rentan tarian. Dengar-dengarkan alunan merui kawan. Zapin, 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 zapin. Deba-deba gemuruh sahut-sahutan, degar-degar bertingkah rentan tarian. Dengar-dengarkan alunan merui kawan. Zapin, 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 zapin. Deba-deba gemuruh sahut-sahutan, degar-degar bertingkah rentan tarian. Dengar-dengarkan alunan merui kawan. Zapin, 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 zapin. Deba-deba gemuruh sahut-sahutan, degar-degar bertingkah rentan tarian. Dengar-dengarkan alunan merui kawan. Zapin, 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 zapin. Deba-deba gemuruh sahut-sahutan, degar-degar bertingkah rentan tarian. Dengar-dengarkan alunan merui kawan. Zapin, 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 zapin.
Puncak Gapura right here by Ihab, my man. He's right here in the studio with us. You know, and if you guys are just joining us, yeah, we're almost coming to the end of the hour. We got the news at 11 o'clock. 2 AM award winner.
Thank you.
2013, 2014, back to back.
God be
You're
praised.
you're a doctor by profession. You're doing your masters. You do your fitness. I don't know if you have time to sleep or not, buddy. But what do you think about the current music industry, man?
Ooh, tough questions.
Yeah. What do you think about it?
In our current economic world, it's a very, very tough industry to basically thrive in the current scenario. But so far, I don't think the Malaysian industry has been going downhill. I think they are basically blooming, and we have artists going overseas, bringing up our name as Malaysian. But of course, in my point of view, because going into this music industry, I'm focusing in trying to dignify the traditional and cultural element in music. And for that, I have to say that our music industry is getting weak by days. We don't see this sort of musical, cultural music, traditional music being played on air on a day basis. It's been like a very seasonal thing. So that's where I think me as a doctor, as someone who's basically trying to get involved in the music career, I see that's where the work or the responsibility for us as a Malaysian artist, we need to focus more and try to find ways to basically glorify again our traditional music and cultural music as once we had done back in the 90s and 80s. I don't know what and where and how did it all get wrong, but definitely there's a formula for us to work upon and try to bring back those good days. Because when I was a child, I do remember on a daily basis, be it on national, be it on the general radios on station, they do play all this sort of music now and then. But these days it's very, very difficult for us to listen to a cultural music around being aired on radio. So those are the things that I think for me as someone who's getting involved in the music industry, that's what I want to see happen. We do appreciate with the current advancement in technologies, people are changing, the demands in terms of the musical perspective and receptance are different. The generations before us might love and enjoy different sort of music, but that doesn't really give us the excuse to basically outcast our own culture and tradition, because like I said in the very beginning, these are the things or the actual music that defines us as Malaysian, be it from the Malay ethnicity, Indian, Chinese, everyone has their own music, unique music for them to portray who they are. So I see this as a thing, a challenge in our current music industry, the thing that we have to work on as a holistically, not just we're talking about the artists, we're talking about composers, lyricists, and even on the medias, DJs and radios.
You gotta work together lah.
Exactly, so that's my 2 cents on the current music industry lah.
Thank you so much, Ihab. It's been great having you on the show, buddy.
Thanks a lot, brother. And I hope to TraxxFM fans, listeners, for you who enjoy my 2 musics that have been aired by TraxxFM, thank you so much for playing it on air.
It's all good.
You can basically get the songs from iTunes. Can also go to YouTube, and of course we are always connecting to our fans through Facebook, Instagram and Twitters. So I do have my personal accounts. You can go to Facebook through my ID IHAB NIPV, that's my address, and also Instagram EL_IHAB and Twitter IHAB NIPV again.
Alright.
So thanks a lot, TraxxFM. Thanks a lot, Alvin, for great opportunities to be with you tonight.
No worries, but it's great having you in the show, man. Multi-talented,
Thanks a lot, brother.
A jack of all trades.
Do pray for my success in both careers, though.
Definitely. But I don't think you need that much luck, but you're doing pretty well yourself right now. Jack, you and Justin Bieber right now. Where are you now? TraxxFM.